The roses that grow from concrete. What a perfect metaphor for the young people that we're trying to serve. They are roses growing in concrete. Now, what the research says is that inequality creates concrete-like conditions in which people are trying to grow. And when you think about concrete as a metaphor, okay, going back to Pac, when you think about concrete as a metaphor, concrete is perhaps the worst possible environment in which you can attempt to grow. It's devoid of light, it's devoid of water, it's devoid of key nutrients in the soil, and on top of all that, it's toxic. Because the concrete, the chemicals that are in the concrete actually toxify the soil. These kinds of things in our community cause PTSD. According to the research, urban youth are twice as likely to get PTSD as soldiers coming back from Iraq. Twice as likely. The research is also clear that we're not screwed. It's very clear that there are real, tangible solutions to this. They matter. They alter lives in a positive way. What the medical research says is that the one factor that is showing real medical promise is hope. Now, it's interesting. That's not something you would think that sort of hard science would try to actually measure and understand, but what they're actually saying is indeed, right, that this is the intervener. This is the thing that starts to disrupt cycles of trauma, that actually allows people to start to heal, contribute in real positive ways to their own life and to the community. And unfortunately, our field often gets so siloed and so myopic in its view, so focused on things that we can quantify, that we forget to pay attention to the things that actually lead to us being able to get those quantifiables, like higher GPAs, better attendance, transfer rates, all these other things we're counting. What Abraham Maslow said in the hierarchy of needs is that if these four are under threat, food, clothing, shelter, safety, then it is biologically impossible for you to get up to here and stay there. Or you can go up there and fiddle with it, but you're not going to be stable there. Now I want you to look at the top of the pyramid. What's at the top? The precondition for academic success. The best students are the ones who self-actualize, who don't need a reminder to study because they're so committed to the study that they're going to do it anyway. Okay? But it is a biological fact, it is a physiological fact that the body cannot maintain this highest level of performance if it's hungry, if it's homeless, if it's afraid. Those are going to take precedence. Why? Because who gives a shit what your biology test score is if you're going to die on your way home? Or if you almost died getting here. Your body just won't let you work in that way. Okay? So we got to be able to deal with these things if we want kids to move up in these areas and be stable there. Every place that's serving young people should have on it medical services, dental services, optometry services, trauma services, job services, banking, right? All the things that a community needs to be healthy. On the collective level, what we are currently trying to do in Oakland is to, one, buy land. Okay? We are trying to build a center of health, a healthy community. And at the center of any healthy community is healthy young people. So you center them, okay? And the place that young people tend to gather around is the educational space. When the roses that grow in concrete come back to the concrete, we don't have a model of individual, rugged individualism. Okay? What you have is concrete jungles that become rose gardens. The next set of roses should not have to grow up like we grew up. And who's going to change that? Obama? We are. Our communities deserve rose gardens too. You're the roses. We're the gardeners that are helping to grow the roses. Okay? Let's change that concrete into rose gardens. Thank you.